And moving on to Central Africa, where the March 23 movement, or the M23 rebel forces, have taken control of a key town in the eastern region of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, the Rwanda-backed rebels have taken over Minova, a trading hub that acts as a supply route to North Kivu's capital, Goma. Minova is just 40 kilometers away from the provincial capital, and the fall of the town has allowed the rebels to encircle Goma city. Now, General Sylvain Ekenge, the spokesman armed forces of the DRC, after an intense exchange of fire, the Congolese army acknowledged that the M23 rebels made significant breakthroughs in the towns of Minova and Bweremana. Now, the capture of Minova marks the latest gain in a series of significant advances by the M23 rebels. The group continues to gain in eastern DRC since its resurgence in 2021. Earlier this month, the M23 fighters captured Masisi. Now, it is the administrative capital of the Masisi territory in the North Kivu province. The town of around 40,000 inhabitants is around 80 kilometers from Goma, while the fighting in the Sake Hills has put rebels within 20-kilometer radius of the provincial capital. The proximity of the hills to Goma threatens the army's control over the city. M23 rebels have captured the Goma city before. The armed group captured it briefly in 2012. Meanwhile, the Congolese armed forces blames Rwanda for supporting the rebels. They said that the Rwandan army and its M23 puppets are contained and pushed back in the area.
It's true that we are observing the ceasefire, but at least civilians should be assured that each time the Rwandan army fires on our positions or our population or displaced people, the armed forces of the Democratic Republic of Congo have the right to react.
The Congolese armed forces added that they were able to take back a few areas around Masisi territory, including the strategic town of Ngungu.
We are in Ngungu because we heard that the Congolese military had retaken the city and liberated U.S. We continue to suffer because security is still not good and people continue to die.
Meanwhile, Rwanda has accused the Congolese army of refusing to hold peace talks with the M23 rebels, which has led to the recent escalation in violence.
The meeting did not happen because, again, it wasn't the appearance there that was the most important thing. It was what was taking us there and how it is being addressed. It was more important. Then there was insistence that we must go there and sign something, not even to have another discussion, because I don't think there was even need for gesturing that to happen. So that's what killed the summit. So it's not Rwanda that killed the summit. It's actually DRC.
The recent fighting has brought back fears of the past. It has cut off the routes leading to Goma, forcing people to take supplies on overloaded boats in Lake Kivu. The sighting of shipwrecks is common at the water body, and there is rarely an established list of passengers. According to the United Nations, the eastern DRC is witnessing one of the world's most alarming humanitarian crises. The violence has forced more than 230,000 people to flee since the start of the year. The decades-long conflict stems from the armed group's bid to gain a foothold in the mineral-rich eastern Congo.
From breaking news to the day's biggest controversies, shedding light on the world's top headlines, detailed analysis on the stories that matter the most to you. Catch it all on Spotlight at 6 p.m. India time and 12:30 GMT, only on First Post.